And now we want to tell you about a comedian and a comedy about a domineering mom trying to wrestle the family business from her adult son. And it's all set against the backdrop of an aerobic studio stuck in the 1980s. I got a chance to talk with two of the stars of Let's Get Physical, Jane Seymour and Matt Jones. Joe Force, the character played by you, Matt, your dad dies,
yes,
and you have to make this comeback in the fitness industry after your dad, who was the godfather of aerobics, passes away. Meanwhile, your mom, who's played by Jane, has to kind of rein things in and take over the business side of things.
Yeah, great. You did it. Thank you.
You did it brilliantly, yes. And then I have to manipulate him in every possible way I can and humiliate him into becoming an aerobic champion.
Yeah, I had become the black sheep of the family. I left town. I started a cover band called Guns Van Bovie. I gained a lot of weight.
You had a car bar?
Yeah, I have a bar in my car in the show. Let's just say I was as far away from aerobics as possible. So the show's about me kind of getting back on track.
Now, Matt, the first time people saw you in a role that really made you famous was playing Badger in Breaking Bad. You were not fit in that role either. The only thing recognizable about you right now is that I can recognize Badger's voice. How often do you get recognized in the public for that character?
I'm a big, tall, goofy-looking guy. It really happens quite a bit. And the range for me is very odd because Breaking Bad people are very specific. And then I did a lot of NCIS, and that's a lot of like moms and stuff. And then I was on the show Mom, which is also a bunch of moms too. I have a wide swath of people who are very, very nice to me. And I really, yeah, I'm very lucky.
Jane, somehow your DNA does not let you age. So how do you even go out in public without getting swarmed by people, or is that just what it's like for you?
You know what? I get swarmed by really lovely people, and rather like Matt, you know, I have all different groups. I have a whole group of people that are convinced I only ever did one film, and that would be the James Bond film I did when I was 20. Then there's the whole Dr. Quinnites, we call them. They're in 98 countries, so
Quinnites?
If I go anywhere else, yeah. What are you going to say?
No, Quinnites?
And then, of course, Kitty Cat. So people will stop me now, they say, Kitty Cat, do it, do it. And so I have to, there are certain things I have to do. And then, you know, somewhere in time, people watch that 20, 30 times and get married to the music and whatever. And, you know, it's so romantic. And then everything else I did. But it's interesting to do so many different things because, you know, so many different groups of people get to know you.
So what do you guys watch, and what do you study in order to prepare for these roles in which you're like embracing the 80s? Do you watch old YouTube videos or old aerobic videos? How do you guys get into character to embrace this?
Well, this show is not set in the 80s. Right. It's actually just an homage to the 80s in a lot of ways. But for the actual dancing part of the show, we watched these certain videos on YouTube that were the Crystal Light National Aerobics Championships in like 1985, hosted by Alan Thicke. And they are so hilarious the way they're dancing. We figured out the funniest dance move in aerobics is just running in place and clapping. We did that a lot. We watched a lot of just cheesy aerobics videos to use on the show. And
I, of course, was there. So, you know, and I found all these old photographs of myself in the sort of high-cut leotards, and I handed them to the production. I said, "Excuse me, I was that woman." You know? Yeah. So it was fun.
Let's Get Physical premieres tonight on Pop TV.